The Psychology Behind Gone Girl by Seth Mellick and Mary Grace DeCaretry. Synopsis is that Gone Girl is a twisted love story between Nick Dunn and terrifying, beautiful wife Amy Dunn. On their fifth wedding anniversary, Nick reports that Amy has gone missing. The movie is filmed in present time using flashbacks to describe Nick and Amy's relationship prior to her disappearance. Through Nick's unfaithful relations and financial issues that the movie portrayed, Nick and Amy result in a dysfunctional marriage. Amy Dunn perfectly plots an ingenious yet cold act of revenge on her oblivious, undeserving husband. As the film flashes back and forth between prior mishaps and the present sufferings, Nick struggles between the media's portrayal that he had killed his wife and what had actually happened. We chose Gone Girl because Mary Grace had already seen the movie and recommended it to me. She said that she thought it was very interesting, and she also wanted to go further into depth on the psychological background surrounding the film. Amy Dunn's psychological disorder is that she had antisocial personality disorder, APD, defined as DSM-5. Amy acts in extremely social, undesirable ways. One symptom is that she is incredibly deceitful. In the movie, it is depicted when she deceives her family, friends, and the media into thinking that her husband had murdered her. Another symptom is that she feels no remorse for her behavior. This is shown throughout the movie as she constantly will harm others in various ways without hesitation. Through these harmful acts towards others, she's being very hedonistic, in which she is seeking immediate gratification with no thought of others. One symptom of APD that Amy does not appear to have is failure to plan ahead. Amy works tirelessly to plan out each and every detail of her plan and to humiliate and ruin her husband. She meticulously draws out every detail and only really begins to act impulsively when things start to go against her plans. Cognitive therapy would be necessary for Amy Dunn. Due to her extremities of her behavior, we do not think Amy could ever overcome this disorder. With this in mind, she would need to be isolated from society with the use of prison. However, after years of cognitive therapy, I think that she would be able to suppress some of her irrational behavior symptoms. Cognitive therapy is an appropriate antisocial personality disorder because the patient should understand her problems and perceptions and try to overcome these trials. There is no medication that would be allowed for this and would only reduce some of her aggressive behavior.
The depiction of antisocial personality disorder through Amy Dunn very accurately measures up to what we found in research. Amy well fits the characteristics, and the disorder seems to be acted out in a realistic and precise way. One comparison she does have is she does not fail to plan ahead. She meticulously plans every move she makes and plans for mistakes in her work. We believe the film accurately portrays a victim of APD, but we do not think there is much educational value behind the plot. Amy just seems to be psychopathic to the general public, so we don't believe the filmmakers purposely chose to create the film for educational purposes. The subject matter was definitely treated in a serious manner by the film. The movie could have used a lighter touch, but then the thrilling, suspenseful aspect of the storyline would be lost. Amy's disorders affect her every move on a very serious note, but that only adds to the intensity. Honestly, nothing of true value was learned from the viewing of this film. We may have learned to be more cautious and observant when it comes to relationships, but no knowledge of true substance was learned. Amy is willing to go to such extremes to get the outcome she wants. For example, in the grotesque wine bottle scene, she willingly harms herself to push someone else under as a part of her grand scheme. We think this is a great example of a characteristic that someone with APD would possess. The fact that nothing stuns or stops Amy from getting her way. The film was definitely entertaining to watch. The acting is phenomenal and the storyline keeps you on your toes. It is quite the experience to watch such a crazy, suspenseful film that continuously makes you want to know more. We 100% would recommend the film to others. Gone Girl captivates everything people want out of a film and is a film that can't be understood until seen with one's own eyes. We would recommend The Silence of the Lambs because it has everything to do with psychology. It is a movie that portrays two serial killers, Dr. Lecter and Buffalo Bill. Dr. Lecter suffers from APD like Amy, and Buffalo Bill suffers from a wide range of mental disorders.